Hey, welcome everybody to the finale, the final episode, the closing curtain, if you will, on the Starchaser campaign. So we're pretty excited to find out what happens and find out if we ever make it to Mars. A couple things to go over before we jump into
We're
everything.
not making it to Mars because it was a month-long journey, and we're like less than a week.
There could be like the prologue where it just like glosses over 3 weeks. We'll see. We'll find out. Thank you so much for that, host Michael. Um, so yeah, a few things to cover before we jump into everything and get into the thick of things. First of all, there are some ways that you can interact with the stream as a viewer. One of them, the easiest way to do it, is by retweeting and or liking this tweet here that I just put in the chat. For every 10 interactions, that's likes or retweets or comments for that matter, for every 10, the DM and the cast will get a D4 to apply to any roll. Now, in most cases, that's added to the roll. For this being Call of Cthulhu, it's a little bit different. We'll just subtract it, since Call of Cthulhu, lower numbers are better than higher numbers. So that's one thing. The other ways are through donations via coffee or the Raven.rocks, which is just my Streamlabs page, which you can donate. And most of those are pretty self-explanatory. The couple of them that are not, the $5 one, which talks about a Switch. It's unfortunately not talking about a Nintendo, because that would be really cool. But it is something still pretty neat. Yeah, it is pretty neat, though. It's a lot of fun. So if the cast has one, then they can use it with the DM and vice versa. Basically, whatever action that person was about to do, the person who has the Switch can use it and say you have to use a different action word there. So the typical example being if a bard was about to seduce a barmaid, somebody can throw out a switch and go, you have to do something other than seduce. So that's that one. The other one is the complication. And that one is basically, as long as it is terms of service appropriate, you can throw in any element into the story you want, and we will have to deal with it as characters and DM.
Like a second Harold or second Gideon.
Yeah, it could be literally anything you want as long as it is, appropriate. There could be a rabid elephant with raccoon ears that suddenly shows up on the ship that we have to deal with. Really, anything you want. It's pretty cool. You can get a lot of influence on the story that way. It's pretty neat. So that's pretty much it for the interactions. A couple things also to go over before we jump into the story. I just want to mention one more time. We'll mention a couple more times, but I definitely want to bring it up. I am giving this set of dice away on the 16th. These are Die Hard dice. They're very nice. If you would like to enter to be in the drawing for those, all you have to do is go to my coffee, which you can see there. It's at the bottom of the viewer actions, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Just coffee.com/Raven. Each coffee donated is one entry, and if we get up to $50, then we will add a second set of dice and a second winner. And if by some Christmas miracle we get up to 100 or more, for every $50 that are donated, we'll add another set of dice and another winner. So if you would like to get in on that, feel free. And with that, we'll do our personal and character introduction. So I obviously am Raven. I'm a tabletop streamer and a professional GM, among many other things that I do. But I play Lucy, and Lucy is a recent MIT graduate, studied engineering. She's very, very book smart, but she's also pretty much a total flirt and a little bit ditzy at times. But she's a lot of fun to play. With that, I will pass it down to Michael. Tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about your rendition of Harold here.
Hello there, I'm Michael Wayne. I will be playing Harold, which I think most people have been going with just Scruffy, eh, which I'm okay with because that's not my problem and it's not Harold's problem.
That's a great way to put it. Fantastic. And where can we typically find you online?
Oh, on Twitter and here, there. I'm mostly in the background on people's chats, turning clips into GIFs.
Fantastic. With that, we'll pass it on to Tactric, or Patrick. Tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about Gideon.
Yep, like you said, I'm Patrick. I go by Tactric online. You can catch me here playing Gideon one final time. Gideon is a risk analyst. He looks at the numbers of situations and different variables and tries to figure out how to avoid bad things happening. He can also kind of see the future, which you think would be more helpful for the job than it's proven to be so far. But besides here, you can catch me, I want to say starting next week, but if not next week, starting soon, I'm going to be on Tales from the Grim has a little Watchmen miniseries coming up that I'm going to be playing in.
Oh, cool.
Not to give away my character for that, but I pitched it as picture Batman if Bruce Wayne was the whole personality and not just a cover. So just a rich jerk. And then I also posted on Twitter today, it's sometime in the next week, I'm going to be releasing my first homebrew adventure on DM's Guild. So
yeah, I saw
nervous
that.
to finish that.
I saw that. It looked really interesting. Cool. And then, Gwen.
So
take it away.
I'm Gwen. You can find me on the Twitters mostly, screaming about all my friends and what they're doing and how awesome they are. And you can find me here usually. And I'm going to try and start branching out other places because, I feel bad for being on here so much. Like, I know Raven's allowing it, but it's.
I don't mind. But yeah, being on other channels is pretty cool too. I thoroughly enjoy when I've been able to guest spot on other places, so I totally get that.
So as we're starting, let's get the music going. Gideon, make a con save.
You know it's gonna be a great game when the first thing is, all right, make a con save. Hey, nice.
So that is. Oh, let me scroll to. Yeah,
That is just barely a success.
Just barely a success. Yes. So we're going to rewind to a point in last episode where Gideon's stammering and saying, "Call Harold." So at this point, you are in a compromised situation. You have shadows all around you. They are not listening to you. And I would like you to make a sanity check.
Sure.
Very nice.
How'd that go?
Oh, another barrel. Exactly success. Awesome. So what you hear is, stop struggling.
No. No, thank you.
Let's see, where's Gideon's character sheet? You have plenty of options on what to do now. What do you do?
So is this a bunch of little individual shadows, or am I somehow with like the big old blob that we saw in the greenhouse?
So this is kind of like the big old blob in the greenhouse, except it's all over. You're currently in your room, and the walls and the ceiling are all, and the floor are all shadows.
Right. Okay, so here we go. Right, so I know I'm new to employment with this organization, but I believe, pull out the contract because there's got to be some rules in there about downtime. I've worked a long enough shift on this boat where I have a legally required break.
You can roll administration.
It's amazing how much administration gets used in this game. I love it.
Yes, that's a success. It's almost a hard success. If you want to use some luck to make it a hard success.
How much luck do I
Oh
have?
yeah, I've been doing luck wrong. It's exactly the amount, so you can use 18.
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. So you make it a hard success. So you remember in the contract that they're not supposed to do this, and you have a safety word. What's the safety word?
Oh man. Leave. It's just leave.
Leave? Just leave.
Yes.
Okay. You say that, and the shadows recede, and a portal opens below you.
And I fall into? Is it right below me?
Yes.
Sure. Also not okay. Workplace
and I'd like
hazard.
you to make another con save.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! Add a point to con. Wow. That is very nice con save. So you are conscious. So you're very conscious as you are restrained. Not by shadows, but by hands and handcuffs.
Can I?
And we pan over to where we left off. We pan over to Lucy and Harold. And we stop that.
Is there anything more?
So, Lucy and Harold, you just saw the second Lucy disappear through a portal
Oh yeah.
and go back, and you saw a third of the shadows disappear.
Right.
And this is 3 hours after what happened to Harold. I mean, Gideon.
Okay. Right. So, what now?
Well, I guess we continue the patrol. I mean, Mom did say that I needed to patrol, and usually it's Fred, so there's probably something down here.
So,
don't count as a friend.
So, just to confirm, your mom knows what's down here, right?
Pretty sure.
And okay, your mom kind of sucks. No offense.
I mean, she's got. I don't know what's going on with her lately.
Yeah,
don't.
I mean, fortunately, I guess fortunately for you, not fortunate for me, I can actually see these stupid things now.
Yeah,
But,
I can
like,
too
if I
now.
wasn't
And
here-
it's very disconcerting.
Yeah, and if I wasn't here, you'd kind of be screwed. So, and not in the fun way. So, I don't get what's up with your mom.
Yeah, I prefer the fun way.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, I guess let's look around some more.
So I would like you both to make a luck roll, Harold and
luck
Lucy,
roll.
and I shall
Heck yeah.
pan back. Oh, that's below
Okay,
10.
I forgot where luck is.
So you can add 5 luck.
Left-hand side below your hit points.
Wait,
Okay.
1 luck. Sorry, 1.
Okay.
And that's a fail. So you don't. So Harold, trips over a box.
Ow.
All right, Harold's here. You all right back there?
I'll live, I guess.
Okay.
Does Harold mention the box?
No. He wasn't asked about the box.
I love it.
So like Gideon should be getting here at some point. I mean, I did text him. I wonder if I'm gonna try texting him again. And Lucy will grab her phone and text Gideon and be like, "Hey, why aren't you here?"
It goes-
Okay. And Harold will just sit on the box and start reading
You
his
can
magazine.
see it's not red.
Fine. She hits the call button and puts it on speakerphone.
It goes straight to voicemail.
Damn it, Gideon! All right, fine. I guess we're on our own.
You do have Sin's life.
I do. How do I use that, I guess, is the question. Because I already know there's shadows everywhere.
So, if you want to spend 5 magic points, you can look for specific individuals. If you want to spend 5 magic points and have a hard or extreme success, that's the caveat.
No, I think I'm going to use. I think it's Stacy's that I have currently. Stacy's security access and log into the computers to see if there's a location on Gideon.
So, no, it's actually, yeah, it is Stacy's. Oh shit, I forgot.
I was like, it's Stacy's or Sarah's. I don't. It's one of the girls Lucy slept with.
Roll. Where is Lucy's sheet?
Computer operation?
No. This is going to be stealth,
How
and
is
then
it
computer operation.
Stealth. Okay. I mean,
Stealth
Lucy's
is
not
currently
really.
at 20%.
Lucy's not really trying to be sneaky about it.
Oh, so you definitely fail, and Sarah notices this.
Okay.
Isn't that
Notices me-
Stacy's badge?
I mean, I'm using my computer. Not
Yeah,
really
but
using her
that's-
badge, it's her code. So unless, like, I guess if Sarah watched me punch it in.
No, in order to do this, you would have to pull out the badge.
Okay.
To,
Yeah, Stacy gave me a copy while we were working on something earlier.
I think I have something to tell my mom later.
I think I think you shouldn't worry about it, Sarah.
Oh, and you're at a -10, so that's a 1. So you can add 10 to charm.
10 to charm? Holy cow.
Yes, because on a 1 it's +10.
Yeah, my charm's at 87 now.
So, yeah, she's like, well, if you say so.
Like, yeah, just don't worry about it. It's fine. And I will spend 10 luck to make that a success.
And you see Harold's badge on the map.
I see Harold's badge on the map.
I mean, Gideon's badge on the map. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see Harold's and Gideon's. Okay, Yeah, you see Harold's and Gideon's and everyone's badge on the map.
Okay,
Gideon's
where-
badge is currently half a mile to your north.
In the same room, or
Because this deck is huge. Yes, the greenhouse deck is fucking huge.
okay. All right. Well, maybe he's in trouble because it shows here that Gideon is there. So let's go there and find out what's going on. Lucy starts walking that way.
Security guy? Harold? Are you coming with?
Do I have to?
1 second.
I would prefer it if you, the person who has the taser pistol, followed. And also, as security, I'm kinda an authority as well. So, you're hired by the ship, and I currently work for the ship, so I'm kind of like your boss a little.
You just had to say, yes, I had to. That's all. That's good enough. Let's go on.
Awesome.
Okay.
So,
Just testing out something, making sure.
mhm.
You all still hear me?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Okay. There's some background noise going on, so I wanted to try to filter it out.
So now I would like you both to roll. Let's see. What's the best roll for this? Cause streetwise, yes. I would like you both to roll luck.
Okay.
So that's Harold's luck.
That's Lucy's.
Oh, that's Lucy's. Yeah, Harold's not very lucky. In fact, on a 97 to 100, or no, I said 98 to 100. So you're, 98 to 100. So you don't lose 10 luck. Because it's 98 to 100. That's all.
Probably a good thing, too. It's all the luck that Harold has.
Yeah. So Harold, being highly unlucky, is the one who hears in his head, "Stop! You're getting too close."
What? You gotta speak up. How many times do I gotta tell you? If you're gonna tell me something, say it loudly and clearly. Come on, Shadows.
I didn't say anything, Harold.
Not you, management.
You're
Right.
getting really close. Determination.
Close to termination, so I'm gonna just sit here and keep my job. Harold will literally sit down, just pull out the magazine.
Wait, what?
Yeah. If I go any further, apparently management doesn't approve, so best of luck.
You know, management are the people that are trying to kill us, right?
Do I look like I care? I'm okay with death. Death means there's no more. If I get fired, that means I'm homeless. I'd rather be dead than homeless.
Fine. I'm gonna go find Gideon, and then I'm gonna go find a bar, and then I'm gonna get
Best
drunk,
of luck.
and I'm gonna forget all of this happened.
Oh, you want me to help you with forgetting? I can do that for you.
Not like that. You stay out of my
Okay.
head.
Well, best of luck then.
Yeah, Lucy's gonna press on.
Okay. As you get closer, you see Gideon. Gideon, I would like you to roll Luck.
Hard success.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. So you can see. You cannot speak, but you can see, and Lucy, you can see that Gideon is gagged, as well as restrained.
Right. Lucy's immediately gonna look around for threats.
Would I be able to try and break out with, say, fighting brawl? Can I try and struggle out?
Yes, you can certainly try.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what you do is, so Gideon, you break your restraints, and I would like you to roll dexterity. Because you broke the handcuffs. No,
Oh, no.
you do not avoid. I would like you to roll a d4. Ooh. Where's Gideon? Gideon's HP. No, that's not good. You take 4 damage.
Does armor help at all with that? I've got some kind of I've got personal body armor on.
So personal body armor is, yeah. So you ignore 4 damage. So you took 0 damage,
Yeah.
Nice.
but you still got hit.
Yes. Concussive resistive clothing or something.
Yeah. So yeah, Lucy, you rolled spot hidden, and you got you add a point to spot hidden, and you notice a shadowy lizard person.
A shadowy
Shadow.
lizard person?
Yes. It's like a lizard person, but made of shadows.
What? Alright, Shadows. I've had enough of this whole people being other people thing. Why do you look like a lizard person? Are you a lizard person? Are you a shadow? And why is Gideon tied up? Or was handcuffed? Whatever.
Yeah. I'll yank
So-
the gag out of my mouth and say, yeah.
So, Gideon, you currently have 2 magic points.
Oh, like I've been getting like slurped.
Yeah.
Like
So, you get no answer, but you do have to make another dex roll.
I make one?
Yeah.
Nope.
And since we've established that you have ignore 4, yeah, you don't take any damage, but this thing does hit you straight in the gut again.
Screw. I pull out the stun baton I've had on me since we got on this damn boat, and I smack him with it.
Roll that attack,
That's a bad idea.
and it disappears.
The shadow
That was
lizard or the stun baton?
Actually, no, it has 28, so that's half. So it's very, very damaged. You see half of it just phase
Just-
out.
Just
And then-
smacking. I'm just like, I've got some serious HR complaints to lodge.
You see half of it disappear and then reappear, and you can roll that again.
Sure.
Okay, and yeah, so you add 10 points to stun baton.
Nice.
and it disappears. I don't know what stat that is.
Gideon,
It uses fighting brawl.
Fighting
Gideon?
brawl, yeah.
Yeah.
you like demolished that thing before it could tell me what it was.
Well, it was punching me and slurping up my psychic stuff.
And you gain eight
More
magic
brain
points.
stuff. All right, fine. Fair enough, I
You-
guess.
When it disappears, you see light enter Gideon, and Gideon, you gain 8 magic points.
What was that?
I mean, I feel less like brain freeze now.
Well, like the
So
the
maybe-
light. You like sucked light out of it or something.
I think that was mine, and now it's back.
That makes sense.
If
I
that
guess.
makes sense. I mean, it makes
Um,
as much sense as anything else here.
Anyways, I have to catch you up on stuff. So there was another me from like a parallel universe, and she was kind of a bitch. And she said we should give the box back to her because it's hers or something. I don't know. I didn't really believe her. I think she's kind of dumb. Anyways, we got rid of her. And Harold is sitting down reading a magazine because management, which apparently is the Shadows, said he'd get fired if he kept going. So he listened to the things that are trying to murder us, and
Oh, hi, I'm here too, says Sarah.
you know Sarah.
Right. I just kind of ignore her and keep talking to you.
Sarah
Um,
puts a shield on Gideon.
Oh, that's. Has she always been
She-
able to do that?
Yeah, that's.
Have
new.
you always been
Like,
able to do that?
No, that's really new, and I mean, I like it, I love it, but I also hate it because I can see those things.
Yeah, both of our whole psychic things are pretty new. Also, her
Right.
mom sent her down here knowing full well she couldn't see the shadows beforehand.
Right. So it's. What's the box situation? Because I was afraid that the shadows were who we were working for, and now that that's gotten confirmed, I don't think that that's going to be a good long-term career option to follow through.
Probably
So I'm thinking
not.
we should. I'm thinking we should break those ties.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
No one asked, Harold.
Oh yes, because Harold has project thoughts.
Oh, I just thought he was like a few feet away. Like he literally just stopped. And-
We're like a half mile
No,
away from us, but we've got comms.
No, you've got comms, or you can use project thoughts.
I'm good with
So-
whatever you want. Like I just literally thought we were a few feet away. Like he
No,
literally stopped a
you
few
are
feet right before.
you are currently like 100 feet away. So not too terribly far, but still far enough that you couldn't hear that you could hear them. But you do have project thoughts, and you do have telepathy, so you can hear their thoughts because you can see them. So
Well, if he can just like he's probably just yelling this because then if he can hear their thoughts from a distance.
yeah,
Okay, tied up in the chair. A lot of time to think about the different variables going on here. Yeah, there's too much uncertainty with the shadows. We can't trust them in a deal. My best pitch I've got so far is we take that box and eat it into the sun.
You know I'll stop you, right?
I know you'll try, Harold.
Um,
And until I officially quit, I'm still your superior.
Sure.
well, won't
You
that,
look-
I
you-
mean, getting rid of the
you
box.
look
will
at
get
your
rid of-
bat. Oh yeah, Gideon,
Sorry.
roll spot hidden.
Won't getting rid of the box just get rid of the shadows in the box, and then we'll still have the problem of all the other shadows?
Nope, you don't see this.
So you're saying that we should drive the whole ship into the sun?
I mean, you know,
Just
actually,
assuming
that's
you're
an
on board
idea.
for this plan.
I mean, I'd
It's at
rather
this-
not be on board for this plan. I'd rather be on a different ship going away
It's
for
at-
this plan.
It's at this point, a portal opens about 10 feet away from Lucy.
Another Fruit
And
Loop.
Lucy comes through and says, "Well, that was rude."
I'm sorry. 2 more Fruit Loops.
Can you go back away?
I will say, if you get an extreme success, if you get an extreme success, this will be a success. If you get an extreme success, roll a suggestion.
No, like he's just saying this because again, he's probably guessing that they're gonna ask some questions first and then.
I would rather not go away because, as you can see, the shadows are not your friends.
Management never is, but they're the one paying.
Yeah, Lucy just kind of interjects with like, "No shit, Sherlock."
Lucy stares at Lucy, squints. Anyway, so I would like to, and she pulls out a box and opens it, and pulls out a gun, which you recognize, Lucy, but Gideon does not.
No, I pulled my gun.
At this point,
Um,
Harold is saying, "Can you just not bother us anymore?" And then try suggestion.
Why? How do I recognize it?
Because it's the portal gun.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, no.
It's like her. She's got this thing like from that old show, Rick something. She uses it to open portals to other places.
So it's
Yes.
not dangerous to us.
Well, I mean, it probably is, but I don't think it's a weapon. I don't know what would happen if she opened a portal on your chest or something.
So, oh, you're Gideon. I remember you from the notes. So Gideon, do you have the form?
Sorry, do I have what now?
The form I need.
Do I have the form she needs?
Roll administration. To see if you even
Oh.
know what the form is that she needs.
Hard
No,
success.
you know what form she's talking about, and it's the form. It's specifically a form of redirecting shadows to a specific location.
Wait, I've got a form that I'm gonna read over this form. Can anybody use it?
Yes.
What? Do I think I could use it?
Yes.
What's with the?
Why do you
the
want the?
paperwork?
Where do you want the shadows? And why should I trust you with it?
So you trust her, right? Point to
Yeah,
Lucy.
but that's different. We know this one. We don't know you.
Shut up, Harold.
See, this Lucy's kind of vain and kind of a bitch and like really bossy. She's nothing like me.
Anyway, so you know me.
I know an iteration of you. None of those were answers to my questions.
So I would like the shadows to go in here, and pulls out a canister.
Because
So I can take them back to my reality, and that will help you.
I
Bye.
feel that's not completely honest.
See, and I'm also wondering because the whole engineering thing. If those are naturally occurring here, it seems like they probably have a use. And if we get rid of all the shadows, then like something bad might happen.
Yeah, if you
Right.
get rid of all of them, I found out that if you get rid of all of them, you lose psychic. People lose their abilities.
And our
Right.
paycheck.
Specifically, people with telepathy. I'm trying to figure out why.
Okay.
I think our paycheck's more important.
So you want these for purely research reasons?
Yes, purely
Not-
research.
Nothing else. No monetary reasons or
You
power
can both
reasons.
roll. You can both roll streetwise. In fact, you can all three roll streetwise if you really want.
Nope. Yes.
Hard success.
Dang it, where is it?
So your
Here we are.
streetwise is currently at 13%. Or no, Lucy's is. Okay. No, you add point to streetwise.
How many points?
1 to streetwise, so it's 61 now instead of
Thank
60.
you.
So first of all, Gideon, you get the sense that she doesn't just want them for research purposes. There is some money involved,
Right.
and also some personal gain. Harold, you remember from your previous interaction with Lucy B that she lost her powers, and her powers are not telepathy based.
I would like, if I can, I'd like to hold on to the form she asked me to get, and I'd like to search for one more form. I'd like to see if I've got a form of subordinate reassignment.
Yes, you roll street. Well,
Yeah, but I
administration.
have something I want to do.
Yeah.
so you do that, and Harold, what do you going to do?
Just a little, I don't know, mind wipe.
Awesome. So you need a hard success or an extreme success. Add a point to mind wipe, and spend 5 mat points depending on how long do you want to erase. Do you want to erase a specific thing? Because that's 10. If you want to just erase a period of time, that's like between 2 and 5, depending on the period of time.
I just want her to forget a good chunk, to forget what she's doing. So maybe we can suggest, you're in the wrong place. Maybe you should just go back home.
So you want to erase the entire last day.
Sure, why not?
You have enough points for that. That would
Okay.
be 20 points.
Sure.
That would be 20 points. You have the points.
And then he'll pop another pill.
Roll con.
Jeez.
Yeah, add a point to con. Yeah, and you
Holy
lose
cow.
and you lose 1 addiction, so you're not 3. And you gain 20 points, 20 magic points. So what was Gideon wanting to do again?
So Gideon's got 2 forms out now: the shadow reassignment, and then subordinate task reassignment.
Yes.
Instead of giving Lucy, who now appears to have I assume she's in like a daze or confused.
So Lucy she drops Lucy B drops what she's holding, falls to the ground, and her eyes go red.
I want to yank that portal gun from her.
Nice.
You absolutely can roll. Actually, you don't have to roll anything for this.
I'm just gonna like
Stop.
yoink.
I would like you to roll luck.
Okay.
Because your luck is yeah. You add a
Jeez.
point to luck, so you can go up to 80. And yeah, the canister does not break. In fact, the canister lands right on the ground, and it flashes red.
Okay, red is bad, right?
No,
like-
the light on the top, instead of being blank, is now red.
Yeah, Lucy is just saying this to Gideon. Like red is bad, right? Like that can't be good.
He's like looking at his paper and finishes filling out that he is assigning the shadows to go to the sun, and then looks at the canister and is like, what?
So the thing that she was holding that she wanted to put him in, it's red now. The light's red.
Well, I have an idea how we can fix that if you'd like me to try.
So the form turns red.
Oh,
says
I got more
error.
red.
It says error. Inappropriate placement.
Can I look through it and I guess would looking through the form to determine like the exact rule that it's not fitting, would that be an admin role? Or I guess
No, you don't. You already did the admirable.
right.
So the fine print is that it has to be a physical place.
Technically speaking, the sun's a physical place.
Yeah, a physical place near you that does not put the shadows in danger.
Well, I got an idea how to fix this. You want me to try?
Fix it for whom?
We'll find out. I don't exactly know. I know of a way that can fix this.
I feel like if you don't know who you're fixing it for, you don't know that you're actually fixing anything. You could be making it worse.
But hey, look on the bright side. I'm not getting myself fired.
That's Harold, when the shadows are all gone and this corporation is dissolved, we're gonna have a long talk about you embracing freelance work.
You know what? I think that's a yes. And Harold pulls out the taser pistol to shoot the canister.
Oh god.
You're not close enough. Unless you want to pull out the taser pistol and go up to the canister.
Are we still yelling like across a long
Yes.
hall? Jesus.
Yeah, like he just has it out, just like I
And
can
is
try
walking
and
towards
fix
the
it.
canister. And is walking towards the canister currently.
Yeah.
Question: the portal gun, does it have like a readout or anything where I could be like, oh yeah, this is where Lucy B came from? This opens the portal to that
Where's Lucy's?
multiverse.
Roll electronic systems.
Do you have that? No. That's what I'm really good at. Dang it.
Yeah. You can force the roll, or you can spin luck,
Forgot about that.
and you've got plenty of luck.
I do. How many points
So-
is it? It's what?
83 minus 65 is 18.
I can't do mental math. 18.
18.
Yeah, I'll fudge it with luck. So that means this goes down to
70? No, 62.
No. Is it? Yeah, it is 62. Okay.
At this point, is Harold near enough?
Yes, Harold is near enough. And Gideon, you see Harold with the taser pistol out, going towards.
So,
About to.
I can try.
Lucy wants to use the portal gun to open a portal underneath Lucy B and send her back home.
So roll computer operation.
Okay.
I'm not hearing a no.
Yes! I don't...
Add a point to computer operation.
Harold, I don't know what that's gonna do. It might explode
And
and kill us all.
And as you shoot the portal gun, a portal opens below Lucy B, and you see shadows just like it's a beam of shadows just fall on Lucy B, and to open the portal.
Okay, does she fall through
And
the portal?
Yes, she falls through the portal.
Okay,
Can
I want to turn
Harold
the
just-
portal off.
Like there were shadows that came out of the portal and
No.
grabbed her, or there were shadows that
No.
jumped in.
The
to the other
shadows
side?
fell on. So technically, they went into the portal gun. Power
Bef-
it.
Before,
Okay.
like, the whole...
Technically, they fell onto Lucy A and surrounded her and went into the portal gun, and then the portal gun shot the portal, and Lucy B fell through it.
Oh, that was a hell of a
Before-
thing.
Before the portal closes, can Harold just kick the canister into there?
Yeah, roll fighting brawl.
Okay. This should end well.
Oh god.
So Harold trips and falls onto the canister and hits the button, and the color of the light on top of the canister turns green.
Okay, green's good, right?
And shadows start going into it.
Okay, maybe not. But
I mean, I'm okay with this.
yeah, let's just do that. And Lucy's gonna close the portal. So
The portal closes automatically once.
Oh, perfect. Don't even have to do anything. Well, cool. Now we have this handy container to hold all the shadows in until we figure out what to do with them.
I mean, a version of you built this. Does this do what the box does? Because weren't the shadows jumping into the box before?
I
Roll,
have no idea.
Speaking of which,
you
did
can
Harold bring
roll-
the box with him, or is the box
You can
where
roll,
he was?
electronic systems. Actually, to know that.
Yeah, Gideon, I got no fucking clue. It's like I said, she's nothing like me. She's like all vain and bossy and just, you know.
And trying to take advantage of you.
Exactly, nothing like me.
See, like, I would say that's a
Sarah,
possibility.
Sarah, at this point, is like, I think my shift
Parental
is over.
figure?
I think my shift is over. I will be going. Have a great one. Bye.
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 Can I go now?
Harold, is the box with you, or did you leave it where you were sitting?
I left it where I was sitting. What,
I'm
do you
going
think
for the.
I would get myself terminated?
Harold,
As the shadows are going into the box, Harold, roll sanity first of all.
Come on,
Gideon.
failure.
And Gideon.
Dang it. Where is sanity again? I had it. Here we are. Come on, failure.
Nice. Hard
So
successes.
you both do not lose any sanity as you hear this deathly screaming in your heads
Okay.
as the
dang
shadows
it.
are being sucked into the canister.
Okay, again, Harold, I do not
And
have a
I
problem
would like
with
you
this.
to both roll con.
New proposal, Harold. If you're this dedicated to keeping this job, we lock up all the shadows
As well
and
as
we
Lucy.
just take over. If it's only shadows above us, then we're management.
So
Here's
Gideon
all
and Lucy.
I get.
So Lucy, you are paralyzed.
So
Okay.
here's all what I'm wanting to do is to make sure the box gets delivered. Because after that, I'm done with. I get a vacation. I can actually die. That's win-win for me. So I'm just focused on that. Anything else, you do what you want to do.
If you're counting on vacation from your current employer, I've got some bad news for you about how those turn out.
I get to die. That counts as a vacation for me.
Really? Do
Okay.
you want like? I'm not.
Have you not read your contract? If we die before the contract is filled, we don't get to die.
And that is what I was hinting at when I asked if you wanted to read the contract fully, and when Harold said we do have good health insurance.
Can Lucy talk at this point, or?
No, Lucy is paralyzed until someone presses a button on the canister.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that included talking or not.
By the way, the canister is full, and the shadows are amassing around it.
Okay, Harold, new plan. We make the delivery, complete the contract, but we bring the shadow sucking thing with us. So that after it gets delivered, bosses go in the tube, we get promoted, no longer have to deal with this bullshit contract, and you can die or whatever you want to do.
Sure, though. Do you want to just hit the button or something? Because I feel like we're going to have an explosion if something isn't done.
Oh. I look over and I guess I see that the shadow is now forming like a line like to get in.
And you can see the shadows amassing around the canister start looking more and more humanoid.
Lucy, did you not build this with like a higher capacity? Is it full? It like not only now noticing that you're not moving.
Lucy, roll con.
Well, you're not asking me to punch the button, so I'm guessing you're going to deal with it.
No, Lucy currently her eyes are red, and you could see this black field around her.
You're not looking so great.
And as the shadows are forming, they're looking more and more like Lucy.
That.
And I would like you both to roll con.
Do we like this, Harold? I mean, like, Lucy
it's not
shadows
my
are.
problem.
Have an opinion, damn it. I mean, Lucy shadows are probably better than non-Lucy shadows.
Harold, roll con. Okay, so Gideon, you start getting a tingling in your legs. Actually, no, you just full on get paralyzed as well.
Mid-sentence?
I'm gonna spend 23 luck to make that a success.
Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Are you sure it's 23? Yeah, it's
94
only
minus
23.
71.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna go. Is there some user interface on this container? Like,
There's
Yes,
a button.
there's a button.
I'll press the button.
So you
But-
feel yourself paralyzed for a second, and then some outside force makes you okay, and you can press the button.
As I'm leaning for the button, do like the Shadow Lucy's look pleased with this development? Do they not look happy about it?
So the Shadow Lucy is halfway formed. There's no face.
Okay, so it's just one. It's not like a horde of Shadow Lucy's that are appearing
There's a horde of shadows forming what appears
into
to be
one Lucy.
half of
Okay.
Lucy.
I thought it was just a lot of Lucy's were showing up.
No.
Okay, I'll just press the button.
As you press the button, the shadows finish forming Lucy, and they reach for the container. I would like you to roll Dex, and I would like Lucy to roll Luck, not Con this time.
Nope.
So you pick up the canister, and Shadow Lucy, what would you like to do?
Who am I, Shadow Lucy now?
Yes.
Go back to being regular Shadow, and Lucy go back to being regular Lucy.
So currently you feel the urge to start attacking your friends.
I want to not.
And
do
you
that.
see yourself. And I would like you to roll power. To see
Harold has
if you gain
indicated they're
control.
not friends.
If you
Oh, great!
Yes,
Great!
you gain control of this form. What would you
Oh,
like
that's
to
a
do?
good thing. Okay, I was like, of course I roll extreme to hit my friends. Okay. Then I
You
will,
feel very powerful.
I will go slap Harold and
Ow.
say, hey, why would you not push the stupid button?
No one asked me.
Yeah, you
couldn't talk.
hear in your brain Lucy's voice say, "Why would you not push the stupid button?"
I
No
couldn't
one
talk.
asked me.
I couldn't talk. I was paralyzed, and now I'm stuck as this weird shadow thing.
Yeah, So Gideon, you don't hear anything, but Harold, you hear in your brain because Lucy's talking to you. Lucy's
Well,
voice saying these
Look on
things.
the bright side here, Lucy. I think this makes you management.
All right, fine. That's true. So if I'm management, then your new orders are to help get me back in my body and thwart the rest of the shadows.
That sounds more like their jobs. I'm just
Gideon,
my
you
job
don't hear
is just to deal with
by
the
the way.
bots.
No,
All right,
Gideon
help
is
me get back into my body, or I will fire you out of a
Gideon
cannon
is just busy.
at the sun.
I'm okay with
Sorry.
that. I get to die.
Okay, fine. I will assign you the most tedious tiny cubicle job for 20 years.
Do not. That's what I started with. Come on. Give me something tough. Like, again.
I will make you a greeter at the door to the bar, and you will have to smile.
Easy. I've been doing that the whole time, and no one's cared.
Damn it.
So what
I'm
does
sorry.
Gideon
You're
do?
gonna have to think more evil if you're gonna be management. They've already done most of this to me already.
So what's Gideon doing? Well,
Gideon's just been like hitting the button. Since the-
And
Hit
Harold
the
is saying
button.
this out loud, so Gideon
Fine.
is probably hearing
I
that.
will
If you hit-
forbid you from filling out paperwork.
If you hit the button,
Ooh, no paperwork.
if you hit the button and it turns green, you see more shadows come from the ceiling and start forming a herald.
All right, fine.
I don't like this, so I just keep pressing it.
Lucy's gonna turn to Gideon and try talking to Gideon. Go, stop pushing the button.
You hear in your brain Lucy's voice.
Somehow I'm in this shadow thing. I want back in my body. Harold's being more uncooperative than usual.
Right, that's why I was pressing the button to try to get you in your body. So that's a no-go then?
It's not working.
I would like Lucy to roll computer operation with a -20.
Yes.
So that's
it's
11. You can add a point to computer operation, and that is an extreme success. So, would you like to physically press the right button, or would you like to have it just press itself?
I'll have it press itself.
So you're holding the canister and you see a button press, and you see, first of all, Shadow Lucy disappears. And Lucy, you are no longer paralyzed and you don't remember the past 5 minutes.
Okay, before Shadow Lucy disappears, can Gideon hear in his head, oh my god, it's this button.
Yes. Yes.
Did I see which button it was, or did I just hear her
Yes.
say, it's this button?
Roll. In fact, Gideon, you can roll for this. There is a roll for this. So it is. It is intelligence, actually.
Let's see.
Under characteristics.
Oh, I found it.
No. You did not
No,
see
so
which button it was.
you press all the buttons at once. That's what I got.
And the shadows start exiting the canister.
I'm looking for like a knob to twist on it. Like, no, you're going the wrong way. Back in.
Okay.
So, Lucy, I would like you to roll.
I'm gonna try kicking it since that fixed it the first time.
It's in my hands, Harold.
Then I will punch it, so I'm not gonna hit you. Okay?
Lucy, you see the canister, and you see the shadows exiting the canister, and for some reason, you know which button is the right one.
Oh my god, guys, it's this button. And she goes up and presses it.
And some of the shadows go back in, but not too many.
Okay.
And the canister
There.
is full.
Now we've got like a full freaking Energizer shadow battery or whatever. Stop pressing buttons.
See, this is why I said it's not my problem. Is that I didn't make it worse.
Harold, I'm gonna issue an executive order that you are required to show some autonomy.
Says who?
Says again, supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supervisor of your own ass.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the form that I have to reassign Harold elsewhere. Harold, I'm gonna need you to cooperate, or I'm gonna give you a task that can literally never be completed, and you will not be
then
allowed to
you
die.
Ask me. Ask.
Harold, can you please be more autonomous?
You have to explain the word first.
Autonomous means more independent, thinking for yourself, and taking some freaking initiative.
I take initiative for my magazines.
Okay, so apply that to everything else.
I'd rather read my magazines.
Oh, god damn it. I need a drink.
Oh, just double checking. You said no to me trying that, correct?
Trying what? What was it?
Are you talking about punching the device that's in my hands that Lucy just fixed.
No,
Yes, that's-
helping Lucy forget.
What?
No, stay out of my head. I do not want you to make me forget things.
Okay, you said you wanted to. It helped forgetting things.
I said I wanted to drink, not that I wanted to mind wipe.
Potato.
Gideon. He's making my head hurt.
Gideon is just sitting there trying to think of the most whatever he's trying to like I said, I'm just brainstorming impossible tasks to assign Harold just to have leverage to threaten him in the future.
I would like you all three to roll sanity currently.
Oh dear.
Come on, failure. Yes.
So
Yes!
Harold
They
roll a
succeeded.
d6.
Come on, hurt me good. I failed.
Yeah, roll a d6. You lose 3 sanity.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's not
Oh.
too bad. Except you're already at 24.
I'm now at 21.
21. And let's see, was that an extreme failure? No, that was not a fumble. It's just failure.
I know, it could have been so much worse, and I wish it was.
So, Harold, you get the distinct impression that you want to press a certain button on the canister.
Okay. Management wants me to press a button, so I'm gonna go and do that now.
How about you not press that button?
Okay.
Thank you.
And also, you hear in your head, why are they in that container? They
What?
need to be
Speak
released.
up! Management, if you're gonna speak to me, speak in a voice I can hear you in. Dang, whispers.
Yeah.
By the way, we're at 10 Twitter interactions, so the cast gets 1d4 and our game
Yeah.
master gets 1d4 as well.
So, yeah, because I don't roll, I can add it to one of. I can subtract it to one of your rolls.
Oh
Because the game
yeah,
master does not roll at all.
that's
in the system.
right. You don't. Okay.
So does that mean I can use to get less sanity now?
Absolutely, if you want.
I guess you could roll the d4 and add it to one of our rolls if you want to.
If
then
Michael
we'll roll the
wants to roll
d4
the
and subtract
d4
it.
and take that many sanity damage,
I'll
Michael can do
save
that.
it for right now, but it's good to know.
My goodness.
This is why I typically don't play the game. I play it opposite everyone else wants to.
But you hear in your head, get them out now.
What? Speak up! I can't hear a whisper.
Harold, are you okay? Because we're not talking.
It's the shadows, corporate management and all that. They're upset with people being in the canister.
Could you do me a favor? And I'm going to ask very nicely. Just ignore them.
Why? They're asking me to do a thing. It's the same as when you asked me to do a thing. I do the thing.
Because I'm cuter?
Roll charm. Charm versus power. If you roll power and it's lower,
Okay, what do I need to roll?
Power. It's the top right-hand corner of your sheet.
Yeah, if you get lower than 15. Nope.
I'm just as cute as a button.
So you feel compelled to listen to Lucy, even though you keep hearing in your head, get them out over and over.
I'd like to, but she's making a compelling point. Like, I'd like to agree with you, but can you argue against that?
Can I read through Harold's contract?
Yes.
I'd
you
like
can.
to.
Roll administration.
It's my goal. I'd like to determine if I have the authority to fire Harold and release him from his not dying clause. If that makes sense.
So roll administration.
Oh my goodness.
Also, because in my head, if he's no longer working for management, then they'll stop being in his head.
That is a hard success. So the clause says if you're fired, they get to take over your body.
Ah, damn it. Is there any clauses about being placed on administrative leave and being relieved of the contract?
So if you're placed on administrative leave, now if someone above you puts you on administrative leave, you get taken over by the shadows for that period of time.
Does Lucy see what Gideon's doing?
You can. Yeah, are you hiding it at all?
No.
Gideon, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to get Harold out of his contract without, but also still keeping his body.
So if
Okay,
you spend 10 luck points, I will give you it.
I just
what
gotta
about-
deliver the box. That's all I gotta do.
So Gideon.
Right.
Well,
Harold, it's my line of thinking is if I could find a way to get this without them taking over your body, but so that you're off of the project, then you have less voices in your head, is my goal.
Yeah, so Gideon,
What? You want me to be alone?
if you spend 10 luck, I will give it to you.
What
I'm
if,
gonna pass. Harold is driving me away from the trying to help Harold.
What if we
With that last
look in there about disability leave. Like, what if he gets injured to the point where he's disabled?
Oh, yes. Look at kind of like I am an idiot. Maybe that might help.
If he gets injured, the shadows will heal him.
What if he gets really injured? Like, there's got to be a point where shadows can't heal it anymore.
You can try.
The
Go
shadows-
for it.
The shadows will have their operative heal him.
Darn. Well, see, I was trying to figure it out, Gideon. Like, we could help
And
that.
you will see
get the
that
voices
they're-
out of his head. You'd get to beat him up. Win-win.
Yeah.
So you will see that their operative is the captain,
What?
the operative specified.
Did you know about this, Lucy?
Mm.
I
I was
pointed
starting
out.
to suspect something was up because, she sent her daughter down here, and her daughter couldn't see the shadows at the time. That seems really dangerous.
Yeah, but that's how she was able to see the shadows.
Still seems like a dick move to do to your daughter.
Yeah, but that's what you do. You gotta kick the bird out so they can fly.
There's a difference, Harold, between kicking the bird out of the nest and kicking the bird into the cat's, the cat's home.
Yeah.
What? It's no different than my parents would kick me out into a cactus.
This explains so much.
But if the captain is working for the shadows, why did I get the vision of the shadows killing the captain? That was the whole reason we met her.
Well, then obviously the captain was terminated. Didn't do their job.
But the
But did I-
captain's still
but-
here.
Right.
Because you've been helping making sure the captain has been doing the job.
Okay. New idea, new plan. we get Sarah, maybe Stacy, maybe. We get an escape pod, and then we rig this thing to fly into the sun, and we get the hell out.
Okay, but I'll have to fight you because I gotta make sure it gets delivered. Box gets delivered.
You can bring the box with you.
No, like I have to get it delivered. Then you can do whatever you want. As long as the box gets delivered, I don't care.
Who are you delivering it to again?
I would think it would be to the place we're traveling to.
So, you at this point all see the rest of the shadows go into the box.
All right, so now we've got a box of shadows and a thermos of shadows. What do we do now?
I'd say put them with the other boxes. Put
What
in
other boxes?
cargo or whatever.
Are there more shadow boxes?
I don't know. Not my problem.
So, you both at this point see the box that Harold was sitting on.
Okay.
And it's and you're close enough to the box that you can roll spot hidden to read the box.
Success.
Yeah. So Lucy, you can see that the box is that the box is labeled. Let me pull up my notes. If the cat will stop harassing me. So the you can see the box is labeled clandestine import act.
Okay.
Which is the company that Harold and Gideon work for.
And this box
Very
is the one that
confused.
we've been protecting this whole time?
No, it was just the box that Harold tripped over and was sitting on.
Oh, okay.
But it's much bigger.
What's in that box?
I don't know. Not my problem.
Well, open it up.
No, then it'll be my problem. If you want to
Well,
open
then-
it up, and Harold stands up, so...
Yeah, Lucy. Well, then, yeah, get up. Fine, I'll open it. Lucy goes over and opens the box.
So roll strength. In fact, do you have a crowbar?
I have a toolkit and a heavy
Good enough.
spanner.
A heavy spanner will work. Do you have? Yeah, roll strength.
While this
I will spend 5 luck.
So, you. And the box barely opens. Do you help, Gideon?
it's Gideon while this is happening, I'm sending a message to the captain, no other information other than our location, and a note saying, need your specific talents here ASAP. Shadows. In that
Do you specify the clause in the contract? Because you can do that.
What clause?
Oh, so it's I outrank her in the contract?
No. The clause is if someone's injured, and blah 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 blah. So she is designated as the person that heals them if the shadows can't.
No, I'm being as vague as possible. Just like requires
So-
your specific attention.
Okay.
So as to not technically lie to her.
Okay.
Messages back. Has management not dealt with it?
No. just no.
Gideon,
Then
I can't get this thing
to
open
deal
all
with
the
it
way.
first.
Hmm.
Gideon,
Let's see.
can't get this thing open all the way.
I don't
Almost.
think.
I'm gonna say now I'll put in the medical clause that she's needed. And I will. What can I do?
Roll administration.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out what I can do to myself that would require medical attention.
So if you wanted to make it look good, you have a stun baton.
Oh yeah, I don't care so much how it looks. I want it to fit the bare minimal criteria in her contract for her to arrive.
So roll stun baton.
Okay.
How much HP do you have?
12.
12. That's 15. So the shadows in the box come out and heal you for 3, so you're at 0.
I have my armor,
Oh
so
yeah.
if that helps, this would put me at 1.
Yeah. So that would put you at 1. So 12 minus 12
Gideon,
plus
what the
4 is
hell?
16. Minus 15 would be 1. So now you're at 4.
Gideon, why did you just hit yourself? And why are you helping me open this box?
What box? So need the captain. Need to get to the bottom of things. She won't come unless it's a medical emergency.
You want me to shoot
What
you?
box? No.
Let's put the stun baton away in the box that I've been trying to open and that I've been whining about for the past, I don't know, like 5 minutes.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Harold can't move his legs.
Harold has not moved. He's literally
Gideon
just saying it's a
Gideon
bad
can't move
idea.
his legs or anything below his waist currently.
His mouth's the only thing going.
Yeah. He can move his arms. He can't move anything below his waist currently. And you are dying.
What?
What? That escalated quickly.
Okay.
You guys don't have very much HP, so combat in Call of Cthulhu is not recommended.
But what happened?
But
You
he's got
just check the
4.
dying mark under HP.
But
Oh.
what happened?
So if you don't get medical attention within the hour, you will die.
Is this? I'm still not sure what happened.
Because you hit yourself
So-
with the stun baton.
Yeah.
Apparently.
But-
Because your health is less than half, I'm guessing.
So it's 4 out of 12. So it's 1/3.
Okay.
Which is very bad.
Okay.
But Harold also can't move.
No, I
Just-
misspoke. It's Gideon.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought something secondary was happening in the background. That's why I was
Me
confused.
too. Like I thought. Like,
I don't.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Me too. It's okay. I was just like, wait, die? How did we go from 4 health to dying? What?
Yeah.
So 4 health is dying.
I'm with you now. I'm with you now.
Because it's 1/3.
I sent that specific clause to the captain before I zapped myself.
Gotcha.
So, somebody better be coming.
So you see Gideon bleeding out.
I don't know what to do.
it's not my problem.
Harold, your superior is bleeding out. Go heal him.
No. He wanted to get himself hurt so the captain could come down here. I'm thinking. That's the only way this makes sense.
Since when do you start thinking?
You said to be more autonomous.
All right, fine. I will try to make sure you don't die. I'm assuming Gideon
you
can
can
still
roll
talk,
medicine.
right?
I think it's like,
Oh wait, you don't have a medicine kit. You don't have first aid, so you can't roll first aid.
I have a 1 in medicine.
Yeah, you have 30% in first aid. Yeah. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. So you don't have a first aid kit, so you can't roll first aid.
Okay. Then I guess we're all gonna.
Curiosity. Does Harold have?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Then in that case, Lucy's gonna check her computer again and see if the captain's badge is showing as coming to that position.
Yeah, the captain's on her way.
Okay. In that case, then she'll be like, all right, well, the captain's on her way. I'm gonna try to open this again. And
I
she's gonna try
don't
to
think
open
that's
the
a good idea.
So roll strength with a -20.
47.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. What's in the box? What's in the box?
So it's uniforms.
Uniforms. What kind of uniforms?
They look like what Harold's wearing.
Is there one in my size?
Yes.
I'm gonna yoink that.
Absolutely. They're not stylish at all.
That's
but-
fine.
Yeah, they come in. Yes. There's also there's like black shirt with and slacks and loafers.
Okay. Yep, Lucy will just grab that and then put the lid back on. And sit on the box.
You want a magazine?
Yeah, alright.
Harold pulls out a magazine and gives it. Would
So-
you like to know what it is? Harold has
Gideon,
Yes.
roll luck.
Yes. What is it?
You add a point to luck. And you gain an HP.
What is the magazine?
Would you like to say, or shall I?
Assuming that's
Go
to
ahead.
Gwen?
Okay, it is all about living on your own. Like in the wilderness without any electronics, without anything. Just to be on an island by yourself, being self-sufficient.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes, completely isolated away from the world and self-sufficient.
Alright, Lucy will start flipping through one. She'll look over at Harold and be like, you really don't like people, do you?
Yeah, not my problem is my idea.
Alright, so I think we're waiting for the captain.
So I would like Gideon to roll luck twice more. So you lose 2 points of health. So you are currently at 3.
Mm-hmm.
As the captain comes and is like, "Oh, what?"
Harold says, not my problem.
He needs healing.
Need
I
healing.
assume assumed you would get hurt that badly. And she touches Gideon, and Gideon starts glowing, and you're at full health.
Can I use suggestion?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Nice.
So, depending on what you want to suggest, it's between 2 and 5 points.
Okay, let's just go with the full 5 points worth and say, like, he has a very important point to make. And that'll be what he says out loud. I believe he has a very important point to make as to why this all happens and how you can fix it.
So was the suggestion to listen to it?
Listen to Gideon.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Gideon does not have a point to make.
And her eyes sort of glaze over a little bit, but not too much.
Okay.
And she stares at Gideon. Yes. What do you want to say?
Oh no, that's.
And that's where we go into intermission.
Oh, that works. All right, we will be back in roughly
Yeah, I
5 minutes.
I was about to say intermission when you asked if we were going to intermission.
That's perfect. I was like, yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. It'd be a good time for an intermission. So yeah, we're gonna go on a quick intermission, about 5 minutes. I'll start my clock here. So yeah, go get a drink, grab a snack, stretch your legs, bathroom, whatever you need to do, and we'll be right back in about 5 minutes, and we'll keep going. And we're back. Hope everybody had a good little break. We're gonna jump right back into things.
Mm-hmm. So, as we left off, the captain is staring at Gideon, waiting, and the cat is waiting.
Right. Captain, besides the injuries that you contractually had to come down and keep healed, why don't you go ahead and tell me everything you know about our employers and who's bankrolling the ship? Because it's the fact that we work for the same organization is news to me.
So, Vegetel Inc. is we like to keep things on the same track they've been going, and we like expanding people's minds.
That doesn't seem to be asking, answering the questions, or helping.
So our goal is to get more awakened people with psychic powers.
That sounds like diminishing returns there.
No, the returns are the amount of psychic people. The more amount of psychic people, the more power we have.
See, you say we, but it's not really us that has any power. It's the shadows. Which,
Yes,
if you're doing such a
Vegetel Incorporated.
right, but if you're doing such a great job, how come I saw them devouring you?
And the captain just, I don't know. Remember, the captain's under suggestion.
I believe saying that he sees that you might be terminated and trying to prevent that since you're such a good captain.
My job was to keep the crew safe. And the only reason I can think of that they would try and take over is if I wasn't keeping the cargo, including everyone on the ship, safe.
Okay. You could kind of justify that because the lizard people were around and not being dealt with. But then why the hell were the shadows trying to attack me when I was dealing with the lizard people? They tried to...
So the shadows will take over psychic people to accomplish their goals. If they don't feel like they're being accomplished on time.
But why... The lizard people are gone. Why the hell are they still being an issue? We're going towards the destination with the box they want. Since the lizard people have been dealt with, they've been the only headache.
There seems to be still a threat.
The only threat I can see is the corporate, because they're not wanting to let things get done like they asked.
And as she's answering these questions, Lucy B. Actually, no. This is not. As she's answering these questions, another portal opens, and you see a Lucy come forward.
Okay, Captain, we have this problem. Maybe that's the problem.
Does it look like the same Lucy's before?
No, it does not. This Lucy is wearing is wearing a flowery summer dress.
Why is there another me again?
I've reached a problem and I need your help.
Join the club. What do you need?
I need more shadows because I got rid of all mine.
Captain,
So getting rid of all the shadows is a bad thing?
Apparently, it seemed like a good thing at the time.
See, that's what I was
But-
thinking.
What specifically were the consequences?
So,
Captain,
getting rid of the shadows gets rid of psychic people, not just their powers, and they start fading out of existence.
Damn.
Okay.
There goes my plan of jumping to a shadowless place.
Captain, I believe this might be a part of the
think you would
problem.
survive very long without them. It seems to be a parasitic relationship.
You mean
Which-
symbiotic relationship?
Symbiotic
kind
means
of like a
both.
symbiotic relationship, but more of a parasitic one.
Which are we the parasite or are they?
It's corporate.
They are the parasite.
So
They
How
give
come-
you something. They give you something, but they take more than they give.
That's corporate for you.
But now that we have psychic powers, if we get rid of the shadows, then we die.
You don't die. You fade out of existence.
I'm
Well,
okay.
I'm glad I don't have any.
I'm okay with either or on this, but Captain, I think you can see why we need your help.
I've located a canister containing a few, and I need it. Please.
I thought you just said you don't have any powers. So why do you need it?
I need it so that the people fading will not fade from existence. I just need some. I don't need a lot. Please.
Captain,
Lucy, roll charm. And Gideon, roll power. As Lucy C tries to charm Gideon.
I mean,
So roll below an
Can-
87.
can I roll streetwise instead just to see if she's telling the truth? Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not I'm not sure that I want to resist. I
So you
might
can
be
roll
fine with
streetwise
that.
to see if Lucy C is telling the truth.
and Harold is trying to get the captain to
Lucy-
help.
Lucy C is way different than Lucy B or A, and in that she is being completely honest and is completely desperate.
I resent
There you
that comment.
Well, on the bright side, it's saying that you are not desperate.
Big
Yeah.
big important question relating to our contracts. Do they extend to other dimensions? Or if I go
Roll,
say
roll
say
administration.
if Gideon was inclined to jump to a dimension with only a bucket of shadows that couldn't kill.
Roll administration. You can
do I
spend
need?
some luck.
Yeah.
And succeed. Are you going to?
I need 17 to pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh wait. Yeah. 10 plus 7. Yeah, 17. Pass. So how much luck do you have left?
Five luck
Five.
left.
So if you jump to Lucy C's world, your contract will not be enforceable. And Harold's won't either.
All right, I'm on board. Let's get the shadows and go there.
But-
Captain,
what about
Captain-
this world? I have
I
family
mean-
here.
There's
You guys
there's plenty here. My pulls out a pad. My data indicates that there are. Let's just say a lot. Here.
Oh yeah, y'all have plenty. She just needs a little bit. And if
Cap-
Harold and
I made the
if
mistake of getting rid of all.
if Harold and I go with her and we take just the bucket with us, we don't fade away because we've got our private stash, and we're in a place that the contract can't touch us anymore. So we can, live and die like normal people. Captain, you're welcome to come too.
Captain,
everybody can come.
I think we need help to get rid of this Lucy. This extra Lucy. Because we keep getting extra Lucy's somehow.
So
and I can always go back, so all right.
The captain is still under suggestion by Harold, so the captain turns on Gideon and paralyzes Gideon.
Can I roll a dex to see if I could shoot the captain first?
Both of you roll power. And then if you pass, you can roll dex, Gideon, because you did not see this coming. No, just
nice.
Gideon and Lucy.
Lucy? What am I doing?
Yeah, just Gideon and Lucy. Roll power.
What am I doing?
Roll power.
Why am I rolling power?
So you are paralyzed, but Gideon is not. Gideon resists.
Why am I in this equation?
Because Harold just said a thing.
We have too many Lucys here. We need help.
The captain is under suggestion. And also roll power again for Lucy C. So Lucy C is also paralyzed.
Okay. If I'm not paralyzed then, and I saw the captain do that, I'm going to try and taser pistol the captain.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Roll dex to see how fast you pull the trigger. You do not pull the trigger very fast, but roll damage anyway. You will not get a second shot at this. And you miss.
I thought I was better at that. I guess it's the baton I'm good with. My bad.
Yeah, you could roll baton instead. We can retcon that if you want to roll baton instead.
Sure.
Yeah, the captain's down for the count. The captain falls, and Lucy C and Lucy A are both unparalyzed.
Yay!
And Harold, you need to roll sanity.
Come on, failure!
Roll 2d6 at this point.
I would like to look at. Is the portal to Lucy C's world still open?
No. You take 6 sanity damage, Harold. How much sanity do you have left?
21 minus 6.
15.
Okay.
All right.
And Harold's eyes glaze over, and Harold gets a headache. So for 1.5 minutes, you have 1.5 minutes before Harold recovers.
Hey, other me. How do we get back to your place?
Do you have a portal gun? Because I have mine right here.
Let's just use yours.
Awesome. Do you have the shadows?
I'm grabbing the canister while they're talking.
Perfect. You have the canister
awesome.
and the box?
And plugs the canister into the portal gun.
I mean, they can keep the box, right? It's that way Harold and the captain don't die. They can still deliver.
This is more than enough shadows.
Okay.
Trust me.
Yep. It's clearly Harold doesn't want to come with, or he wouldn't have ordered the captain to do that.
So
or else I'd say let's take him.
Lucy C plugs the portal gun into the canister and pulls the trigger. And this time, very, 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 very few of the shadows in the canister, you can barely tell difference, go into the gun, and a huge portal opens.
Okay.
Alonzi?
Nerd.
And
The
do
Lucy
you
will
both
jump in.
follow?
Yeah, Lucy will say nerd and then go in.
Does Gideon?
Yep, it's if Harold had wanted to come, he would have brought Harold, but it sounds like Harold wants to stay. So he'll go.
It's not your problem.
Yeah. And he's deliberately wants to leave the box so that the captain and Harold can at least complete their delivery and not die. Or die, whatever.
All right.
So as you go through the portal, it's summertime, and you are in where's Lucy's place? Where did Lucy grow up? In
Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas. So it's summertime in Kansas. You're both in winter wear.
I think I don't think Lucy has any winter wear because she's gonna be on the cruise ship the whole time. So she's probably wearing something summery, actually.
Okay. So what's Gideon wearing?
I forget, didn't I get one of those suits from Harold?
Yes,
That like
you did.
made the
did.
shadows a little bit nicer to you?
Yeah, supposedly.
Supposedly.
You did not read the contract though.
No.
So,
Why are we
and
back
Lucy
here
sees
in
like
Kansas?
this way.
Why are we in
This
Kansas?
way.
Why are you still in Kansas?
Cause I didn't. Can you just come this way?
No, tell me why you're still in Kansas.
Cause I kind of got rid of all the shadows and there was only shadows left on Earth and not anywhere else. So I tracked them down, and it turns out that the last few shadows were in Kansas, and I live in Kansas. Do you live in Kansas?
Yeah, that's where my family's from, and I got out as fast as I possibly could because it's freaking Kansas.
Exactly. So the only reason I came back was because there was enough shadows so I could show the forward gun function so I could find more shadows. And thankfully,
Right.
you guys were nice enough to actually listen to me, unlike the last few.
Yeah, I met another one. Other iterations of us seem to not be nice usually. We're special.
Present company excluded.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So what now? Where are we going?
Lucy C leads you to a shack and plugs the canister into a device, and we pan back over to Harold. Harold, you wake up. The captain is still on the ground, not really looking too hot. Roll if you want to save the captain, roll first aid. Yes. Perfect. So you apply first aid, and the captain. You bandage the captain up. The captain is back on a few HP, and the captain's like, and heals back up to full. Where did they go?
You got rid of the Lucy's! You fixed it! Good job!
And and Harold rolls sanity.
Come on, failure.
So roll a d6. So you lose 5 sanity. So you're at 10. And at this point, you have a temporary sanity that is everyone looks like a shadow person. You look like a shadow person. The captain looks like a shadow person. People look like shadow people.
Dang it, I guess it's Monday.
And you hear in your mind, good job.
Ah! Captain, we did a good job!
Yes, I can hear. So, here's my report. Captain pulls out the report. It disappears. Yes, we see. You will both receive a promotion. Finally.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to speak up. I've told management I'm not good with the whispering.
So okay, let me explain for a second because there's questions about the stun batons. Yes, stun batons are technically non-lethal, just like anything that stuns is technically non-lethal. But if you take enough electricity to you, you will start blistering and bleeding.
I suppose it's non-lethal the same way as like a taser. Like a real-life taser is non-lethal. But if you take that taser gun and you punch somebody in the face with it hard enough...
No. If you take the taser gun and after you tase them, you continue to tase them, which is what happened. Which is that amount of damage is equivalent to if you tase someone and then they're on the ground and continue to tase them like for 5 minutes.
Jeez.
They will start bleeding and stuff.
Bad things happen. Got it.
Yeah.
The stun baton, I was just kind of imagining like tapping somebody with it to stun them, and then you just like full
if you roll
lifting your foot up,
damage.
full swing.
I think
for the fences.
The stun baton is how much damage? I'm looking at the wrong character sheet.
2d6, I believe.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a lot of damage.
Plus 10.
2d6 plus 10. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
The taser pistol is 2d6 plus 10. The baton is 2d6 plus 6, which is still a lot.
Okay, still a whole lot. So yeah, that taser pistols and stun batons are good for things that you're not supposed to fight, because I guess the system is set up so that you can fight the things that you're not supposed to fight in Call of Cthulhu. Like this specific setting is set up so that you can fight them. But usually in Call of Cthulhu, it's not advised fighting things, because you have the HP you have and you deal like 1d6 plus 2 or 1d6 plus or 1d4 plus like 2 or 3 or 4 usually. Anyway, back to Harold and the captain from that tangent. So yeah, what was Harold saying? Harold was saying something about speak up.
Yeah, speak up. I can't hear whispers real well. Like, I need you to speak up more than a whisper. I've told management about this many a time.
So you hear in your mind now booming. You were going to receive a promotion, but now you're just going to receive what you were going to receive if you delivered the box.
Okay. So instead of a promotion, I'm getting exactly what I want?
Yes.
Okay, that
And-
sounds good.
And now, Captain, you are. I'm going to say head of security now. And the captain's like, I did not want that, but I'll take it. And we fade back to Gideon and Lucy. As Lucy C is hastily figuring out how to have more shadows, but not too many, and control them. Kind of sounding like what the lizard people were doing.
Wait, you're not a lizard person, are you?
No. They're a completely different dimension. Trust me. I've come across them before when I was they were trying to steal the shadows while I was trying to destroy them, and it was a whole big deal. And they kind of got really low, and they kind of helped me a little, but they seemed like douches.
Yeah, they they weren't very nice. They killed Eddie.
Eddie?
Yeah, it was some guy on the ship.
Oh no. Well, I hope they didn't cause you too much trouble.
We seem to be okay. So what are we doing here? What's this big electric thingy?
So
Right. Do we just take the shadows we brought you and like bury them where no one will find them and use them up?
So this machine is cloning them. So we can spread more shadows around the universe. And you can see if you roll computer systems, Lucy, or I think it's
computer operations?
No, the one above that,
Electronic systems. Okay.
So you can see currently portals you can see on the screen, and you can tell that these are portals opening around the universe to stations that this Lucy has set up with operatives who are receiving and cloning the shadows in a controlled way.
Okay. So yeah, that seems to check out. That tracks.
And Lucy C touches a intercom. So how's the psychic people looking? Oh, great! Everything's fine. Oh wow, yes. I'm very happy. So
Cat's happy too.
so it looks like we have been successful, and we have not only contained the shadows, but we have made them unable to. Yeah, we've contained them, and we are making more, and we have currently got enough to where people are not fading anymore.
Great.
And you see, and I would like you to roll to both roll spot hidden. So, who rolled the extreme success?
I did.
Lucy? Yeah. So you see it before anyone else. A portal opening behind you.
Okay.
And Gideon, you see this A second or two later.
Okay. What's coming through
And
the
we-
portal?
And we will pan back to Harold. What's Harold doing now that he's been told everything's great?
Harold would be over near the box, reading the magazine.
In his room?
No, he's making sure the box is okay and just reading the magazine nearby.
The captain turns to you. We can't have you here. Go back to your room.
My job is to be here and make sure the box is safe.
Yes, take the box back to your room.
That sounds counterproductive.
No, it's not. There.
It's a cargo. Where
No.
the cargo's supposed to.
No, not the cargo container. The box containing the shadows.
Yeah, that's here in the cargo bay with me.
So where's the box containing the shadows?
I would say right here in the cargo bay with all the other cargo.
Yeah, but the box you're sitting on is uniforms, I think.
Most likely.
So where's the box containing the shadows?
The shadows are in the uniforms. I'd wager.
So maybe GM didn't explain this enough. The shadows went in the box that you were carrying around that contains the device. So where is that?
Harold just thinks it's cargo. That's anytime I found a box would take it to cargo. No.
No, Harold was carrying it around.
Then he would just
Did
be
Harold
like,
leave
yeah.
it? Did Harold leave it in his room?
I would think if he's carrying it around, he'd carry it around. Wherever he is, he's just reading a magazine, making sure the box is okay.
So, GM question: where did you leave the box? That's the question. The box contained the portal gun.
Not Harold's problem. He just makes sure the boxes are in cargo that are supposed to be in cargo.
The box that you're supposed to deliver.
Yes. Harold does not care besides making sure that box gets delivered. Besides that, it's not his problem.
That is absolutely brilliant, and I will allow it. But I did not know that that's what you did. So that changes actually barely anything. But so when you all saw the shadows go into the box, you saw the shadows recede to cargo, which is 2 decks below. So yeah. So that happened. I guess. Yeah, that works. That works. So, Harold, you're free to do whatever. You can go back to your room. You can sit. You can't sit in the greenhouse unless you want to ask the captain to be assigned to patrol this
Harold
area.
literally, he does not care unless he's asked to do it, because otherwise it's not his problem. His only problem is to make sure the box is okay.
Yeah. The box is absolutely okay in cargo. So the captain's like, I guess since you're a guest on the ship, you should go back to your room.
My job is to make sure this box is okay, so I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, the box that's supposed to be okay is in cargo. You can go to your room now. You should. Probably.
Well, I would think
Yeah.
I'd be needed in cargo to make sure it's okay.
No. Fred. And Fred. And so you see the captain go, Fred, we need this box taken back to cargo. We don't know how it got here. it presumably has uniforms? Yeah. All right. You, Harold, go back to your room.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we pan back to Lucy and Gideon as the portal opens.
What do I see come through the portal?
So you see a lizard person come through the portal.
I think I think at this point Lucy might swing that heavy spanner at this thing.
So what's Gideon doing?
Um,
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Lucy rolled the higher spot hidden. So roll this banner attack, and then you see. Ouch! So you see
So that's a
Lucy
fail.
whiff at the lizard person and miss.
Lizard person!
Can I use the whole the D6 to help improve this?
You can use you can both use a D4 if you want, but it's not.
Nah,
It's
D4 is not going
66.
to help at all.
The goal is
No.
25.
I think it's better than a 1.
Oh no, the one
the
is
one
just
was
damage.
damage.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
Gideon, you see Lucy whiff it, and
Oh.
scream lizard person.
Do we not want this? I ask the other Lucy.
I mean, they're not really a threat at this point. I don't think. Are you from the same universe where you don't have any shadows? And if you are, how did you make that portal? The lizard person just looks. Lucy, roll dex. Because you swung at it. Roll 2d8.
Okay.
So you take 9 damage.
Okay, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're at 0, which is not dead. You're dying.
Okay.
And Lucy C is very like, okay, I see you're kind of annoyed, but before we revive her, because I know you will if we ask. And the lizard person stares and says, yes, I will revive her before she does. Okay, now questions in order. I don't know which dimension you've interacted with so far, but our shadows are nearing empty. And Lucy C is like, okay, revive that me, and then I will give you these specifications. Because what do the specifications do? This is cloning technology, so that you can farm the shadows, and they won't run out. Gideon, what are you doing while this is happening?
I think I'm just watching at this point with my stun baton out, just in case he comes at me.
So this lizard person pulls out a device. Oh, my dog wants out. There you go. This lizard person pulls out a device with red liquid and injects Lucy. Lucy, roll 2d6.
Okay.
You are back at full. In fact, you are at 10 HP
Awesome.
out of
I feel
9.
better than before. What happened about me?
You swung at me. We do not hurt unless we are attacked first.
Have you heard of
Yeah,
knocking?
didn't you learn that in your timeline?
I don't remember. I just
No.
remember lizard people were bad, and it was right behind me.
They're
In our-
not. They're not entirely bad. They're not entirely good either. And hands the lizard person the papers and pulls out her gun and attaches a really tiny canister and it's like, okay, and the lizard person punches in the coordinates and then Lucy pulls the trigger and the lizard person goes back through.
Okay.
And that's how the lizard people that you interacted with got,
Their own shadows.
got the technology for farming.
All right, so we solved that crisis, I guess, and I feel really weird. That was bizarre. Does that happen often?
They shouldn't bother us now unless they're really stupid and they use the technology wrong or they try to use the shadows to like do something crazy like make portals anywhere because that takes a lot of shadows.
What do you mean make portals anywhere?
Like pulls out the specifications. So if you look here and you can roll data analysis Gideon.
I was gonna say, are
You
these
can
the
read
same? Are these the same blueprints that we've seen on the ship?
Roll data analysis. They are not the same blueprints. They are in fact blueprints for. They look the same, but they've been modified. So normally these specifications would not work. But if you look here and points to a device with a really big canister, it takes a lot of shadows to create portals to a place where you're not standing in another dimension. And shows and the amount of shadows that it takes is like it's over 9,000.
So you're saying if the lizard people just start jumping around with portals, that's bad?
Yes, if they decide to make portals in places where they're not standing in their dimension in another dimension, yes, that would be bad.
Okay, I think they do that. I think that happened.
Pretty sure it does.
Oh, well. What year is it where you're from?
Why, it's whatever year it is. Lucy just
so-
says whatever
so-
the actual year is.
So it's 269. I mean, 2,269.
It's 2269. Nice.
It's 2266. And that's where we'll end it.
The whole campaign?
Yeah.
All right.
Lots of unanswered questions.
Well, that was very interesting, and I'm glad.
Yeah, it didn't take as
Lucy-
long as I thought to wrap it up. It almost did, but we are 20 minutes ahead of where I thought we would end it. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Harold isn't dying some horrible death, and that Lucy and Gideon seem to be relatively unscathed.
And we pan back over to Harold after everything's over, and Harold is delivering the box. It is a month later, and you are at the first stop, which is halfway between Mars and Earth. There is a fuel up station, and there is a bar in this fuel up station. And you're meeting with your boss, basically, in the back room.
With this, I assume I am free. I can and have a vacation, be on an island, and get to die.
You are not released from your contract, but you can go.
Okay,
And you pull out your pad and look at your bank account. And it is ridiculous amount of money.
the contract said it was on completion of this delivery. So I don't
You
see
can-
how.
You can roll administration.
Do you mean accounting?
Should be on Harold's sheet. Yeah, because I didn't feel like adding it, and accounting works too.
Okay,
So you can spend two luck to succeed.
it was the 1d4 we were gifted, right?
Oh yeah, you can roll the d4 instead.
Mhm.
So yeah, you succeed, and you remember part of the contract is you can buy out, and it's nowhere near what you got paid to buy out.
Meaning nowhere near what you got. What Harold got paid is a lot more or a lot less.
Yeah, Harold got
less.
paid a lot more, a lot more than what it takes to buy out of the contract, and that was Harold's plan all along.
Oh, okay.
Then he'll just pay to get the contract out, so that way he's out of it then.
Do you tell the person you're sitting across from?
If this feels like it's good enough for you, I'm gonna double check, because I feel like there might be additional paperwork involved with. But if you think this is good enough, I'll just make sure like all the
Do you
dots are.
do you fill out the form and hand it to this person?
I would like to say yes, but I feel like your answer is I shouldn't.
So you fill out the form, hand it to this person. This person looks it over. Well, you no longer work for us. You're free to go.
Okay, good day and nice working with you.
And as you're walking out, roll dex.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nope. There's a portal opening right below you, but you jump over it. And Harold is free to go.
And Harold will go on, and the good ending is hopefully it's happening.
you get back on the cruise ship. You finish. You get to Mars.
And he just makes sure he gets a self-sufficient area where he never has to interact with anyone ever again. and can die alone.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where we'll end it.
All right.
So we've ended it for Lucy. We've ended it for
For
Gideon. We've ended it for Harold.
All right.
And that
Well-
wraps everything up, and it opens us up for a second season if possible.
Cool. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. We'll go around and do our favorite parts of the campaign and the session as well. So yeah, let's start with let's start with you, Gwen. What was your favorite part of the session, and what was your favorite part of the campaign?
So my favorite part of the session was when you all were very, very, very confused, and finally got the captain down there because Gideon decided to almost kill himself.
That was pretty funny.
That was my favorite part when you all finally got your answers.
Okay. And favorite part overall?
Favorite part overall was Session 0. Session 0 was my favorite part overall.
That was a good one. Perfect.
Like,
And
that
perfect. Then where can we find you next?
so you can find me next. I don't know where you can find me next. I guess Monday? Wait,
Saturday's
Saturday!
Yeah, I was gonna say Saturday's the finale of Badlands. I haven't had too many people sign up for the one shot tomorrow, so I may just do a video game stream tomorrow. Sounds like it's been a sort of a bad scheduling day. So I think I'll probably just do a video game tomorrow, probably more of the Outer Worlds.
Oh.
So the next
We're
tabletop
not
will be
doing
Saturday.
Nations
Yeah.
and Feelings? Oh.
I don't have enough people to play at the moment, so but we'll pull that out at some point.
Okay.
But Saturday for sure, we've got the finale of Badlands. So yeah. And then yeah, let's go over to Patrick. What was your favorite part of the session? What was your favorite part of the campaign?
I think favorite part of the session was just trying to leading more hard into the contracts part than I've had to for Gideon before. Like, okay, can we make the shadows kill themselves? Can we get Harold out of his contract? How do we get Gideon out of his contract? Oh, okay, just go to a different dimension. That works. That's fine.
That works. That was pretty good.
I love seeing you all figure that out.
And
see.
what was your favorite part of the whole campaign?
Favorite part of the campaign? I think just the early part on the ship where it was before, like, where Lucy and Gideon were just getting to know the ship, and Gideon, like, it was still vacation mode and I was still able to avoid work for a bit. And it was just kind of the hoops that we jumped through to, like, get Gideon to participate in the story without wanting to work. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's go look for this place because it might be like a secret bar. I'm on board for that.
But now Gideon actually gets to take a vacation.
Yes. Gideon has to find Gideon of this world and mooch off of him.
I was gonna say final question too for you. Final question about Starchaser. Where do you kind of see Gideon going from here?
I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned with the fact that of all of the Lucys that we saw, there was no Gideon, which I know was because psychic people were fading out of those worlds. But
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna dig into what I think I would try and find the Gideon of this world if he's still around. Otherwise,
That's
just take
cool.
his stuff.
Otherwise, just take his stuff. I love it.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
cool.
pop right into the role.
Now
And,
the thing is, you don't even know if you have currency in this world. If your
True.
currency's any good.
And where can we find you next?
You could find me next. I will be back on this channel next season in the Borderlands inspired game. so I'll be playing in that. And geez, all my other games are wrapping up this season. So it's next time. I think next time you'll see me streaming is on Tales from the Grim when we get that Watchmen one shot going in the next, or not one shot, couple shots, and starting I think next week.
Awesome. I'm excited to find out about that, or see it rather. I presume you'll be posting about it on Twitter, right?
Yep, for sure.
Perfect. And you can follow all of us on Twitter on the names right below our faces. All right, and then Michael, what was your favorite part of this session? And then, granted, you've only been for the past couple episodes, but what was your favorite overall, I guess, of all of that?
Generally, like it's just you going, "Shut up, Harold," from every single one of you. Because again, was a new thing for me of just, okay, I'm not gonna pick a character. I'm just playing a role that's already been established. It was a neat experiment. The bit in particular I think was the personal best was when Gwen just pulled the therapist out, and like I went, okay, let's find out.
That was pretty great.
Yeah,
let's find out Harold's issues.
Yeah, his
Apparently
issues is not my problem.
I loved that too. And then where do you think Harold will end up now that he's bought out of his contract?
Self-sufficient place, never has to deal with a person ever again, gets to die.
Kansas?
I would think anything after that would involve figuring out his religion and stuff, and who cares?
Okay.
He's happy, he gets to die.
That's fair. Perfect. And then
So would Harold go back to Earth or stay on Mars? That's the question.
Roughly, like, wherever he's found a self-sufficient place, be it Mars, Earth, he really does not care. Humans, not my problem. He just wants to be by himself and live by himself.
That's fair. And then where can we find you next?
I'm not sure if this is for certain, but I may be trying a game on Tuesday with My Lady Saito. Rick and Morty.
Are you doing the Rick and Morty? Yeah, I'm gonna be there too.
Yes, I'm in there too.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything more on it yet, but I've signed up for it, so hopefully.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
All three of us will be on there.
And Saito.
Yay!
Yeah.
The most of the little things, like I know there's Wednesday thing I can't talk about yet, but I can't wait till tell you about it.
Yes, because that ended on a question.
Remember, we can't talk about it yet.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, for the most part, and I think next year I come back here on Monday with a potential character that's heavily inspired by Tall Squall, where, yes, I am very strong, very mighty, and I'm really not that much.
Awesome. I love Tall Squall. Yeah, and that'll be the Lightbringer campaign. That'll be fun. Well, awesome. As for myself, I think my favorite part of this particular session is probably when Lucy was a shadow and was going like, I don't like this, get me back in my body. Why didn't you stop pushing the button? Just like freaking out. I really enjoyed that. Overall in the campaign, honestly, my favorite moments, oddly enough, wasn't really like the getting into the mystery and everything. It was just the genuine character interactions, getting to see everyone's character's personality. So like Aponio, when we had Em and Doctor on for a while, and Gideon, and getting to play Lucy was a lot of fun because he's very different from characters I've played in the past. I don't usually play like the super flirty ditzy character, so that was a lot of fun. As far as where Lucy would go from there, I could see her probably wondering like, wait, is it okay if I tried to date myself from a different universe? I could totally see that thought crossing her mind. But I think she'd probably, aside from that, might go exploring a bit. She's got her own portal gun that she took from Lucy B. And I could see her trying to explore some different universes here and there.
Yeah,
just
you might want to get
for
Lucy
fun.
C to modify that to use less, because
Yeah, I'm sure she'd work with Lucy C to make it work and whatnot. But yeah, I could see her exploring a little bit more, and maybe she never ends up at as as an engineer for a station.
also note that Lucy C said if you have a portal going to a place for you where it's connected to, it's the same place in your universe as that universe, it doesn't take as many. And Lucy
Right.
C's did not take as many.
Right.
And you ended up in Kansas.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. So that's
And also
something to
Lucy
think about.
B's took a lot of shadows.
Yes, it
Like
did.
a lot.
And then as far as where you can find me next, I will be back on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Probably just playing the Outer Worlds. Be a little more of a laid back stream tomorrow, and then Saturday will be the finale for Badlands Before the Fracture. Very excited about that one. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. We're going to have Riley back on, which is going to be fantastic. And that's going to lead into season 3, which is Legends of the Badlands, which can be a very different setting. And I've got a lot of really fun episodic type plot lines for that, which I won't give too many spoilers because we still have the next episode to go, but it's going to be really cool. So I'm really excited about that. Other than that, if you do want to sign up for a game, we do have one-shots every Friday. I believe there's still one spot open for Buggy's Christmas special one-shot, which is going to be not tomorrow, but the Friday after. And we do still have a couple of slots open for Season 3 campaigns. I believe there's one open for Lightbringer, one open for Hunters of Calamity, and then I do have a very specific role for Badlands, which is basically an AI character, so a bit of a different role.
Is Patrick signed up for Lightbringer?
I think you're signed up for Hunters of Calamity. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Because
so
I
yeah,
love
those
your
are
character in Lightbringer, like the one-shots.
yeah, those were really good. So yeah, we do have some of those slots open. So if you are interested, feel free to shoot me a DM on Twitter or on Discord, and I will be happy to get you into a game. I think that's about it for all of us tonight. We're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna raid a very amazing person. We're gonna go over to the words are hard. Straticus Academy.
Yeah.
And they are currently streaming.
What's our raid
actually,
card gonna be?
I'm sorry, we're not going to go raid Scrat because apparently they went on a raid while I was talking. So real quick, let me see who we are going to raid.
What's our raid card gonna be?
That patrol, I believe. That might be a suggestion.
But the thing is, what's our raid card gonna be?
Not my problem.
That's perfect.
Not my problem?
What was the suggestion for the raid?
I will copy and paste it to you so that way.
Perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put us on our rating screen, but yeah, we will see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching.